Hello, hello. This is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. And guess what I'm up to? I'm up to my neck in junk papers. No. Well, yes and no. These are all the papers that came out of an old dieting book that I used to write all over in, and I was trying so hard, and it just felt like all of this kind of stuff was always a failure in books for me. I couldn't follow all the recipes and all the guidelines, and then I wouldn't lose weight, and I'd be disappointed, and I'd think, and one day I thought, no matter what you do, if you were to follow these books and all that to the T, you still probably wouldn't lose weight. I don't know. The older I get, the more weight I lose, so there is that. But that comes, I think, with just age. But I think it's a mindset, really. But I don't know. I don't know. I know when I was growing up, I was a skinny mini and didn't weigh much at all. 102, 105 pounds. It's not that way anymore. So, anyway, here's the book, and it was called The 10 Commandments Diet. So I was sure it would work. Well, it didn't. So I've shown that book how I feel, and today the book lost weight. So anyway, I've got a few writings here and there. I don't care if you read them. None of it worked for me. It made me the book, everything, all these kinds of books always made me feel worse in the end. So I'm going to cover this guy up, and we're going to make a Halloween, we're going to make a fall journal out of this one. So I have left the main page here, and the ones that are really glued to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this one is, you can see it's pretty well separated, so I did 4 at the front, and then I took a page and I folded it. I took out 7 pages, and then I attached this one to it. Now this was how Tammy did hers. She said take out 7, 8, 9, 10 pages. So I just stuck to taking out 7 pages as I went through. Now I didn't always take out 7. As I got towards the back, I ended up just taking out a few, because when I got back here, here's what I realized, is these last few pages are seriously glued together in these 3 spots. Worse than anywhere else in the book. You can see here's just a little bit right there. But those are not going to come apart for you. And if you do break them apart, you're going to lose the structure of your book back here, because it's going to end up breaking this spine. That beautiful yellow spine. Great fall color. So these are staying together, and some of these may get glued together because of the seriousness of their glue coming up to the, sticking out of the spine there. So that's why I left so many pages at the end. So some of the pages I have here are just a big pocket page. Now Tammy Van Antwerp did that, and it looked great. I love how she did it. And then some I just have, here we'll probably put pockets on it, but I have these kind of belly bands in place on here and here. And that's another full page pocket. This one is a double pocket, and then a double pocket on this side. And this one is a double pocket here and here. And same way on this side. So you can see how I've kind of gone about it. Now you're going to see areas that I have underlined. Ignore all that. I don't follow any of that stuff anymore for dieting. I just take it easy. I'm careful. And I don't hardly eat any sweets at all anymore. And I feel so much better. My stomach loves me much better. So, anytime I want to eat sweets, all I have to do is smell it. If I get a tummy ache, I'm like, okay, not eating it. So, that's the way it is. Okay, so I have these fall papers. I don't think I'm going to be using this pink setup. But I am going to be using the fall stuff. So there's that. Hang on. Then I have a couple of fall packs. Let me move the book. I don't want to break the spine since it's sitting so precariously by itself right now. Okay, I showed you these last year. And somebody made a request that I would do a Halloween journal. I have ordered some Halloween items. I don't have any. And my my printer is not giving me good prints right now. So I need to, once again, clean it and do all that. So I'm not going to order downloadables. Digitals this time. So anyway, I thought we'd go ahead and use maybe this pack. It has both the blues and the yellows and, you know, these aquas. I love this pack. This is Joyful Gathering. And it's by the Paper Studio. It was not $21.99 when I bought it. This one came from Michael's. I love this beautiful print here. Isn't that beautiful? I'd like to use this on the cover. But this would make a beautiful cover too. So I don't know yet. Well, I always save the cover for last anyway. But this has some beautiful papers. It will go with this other one. That's beautiful. Looks like a stack of hay bales. This, I think, really goes nicely with this one here. Look at this. Don't you think that goes together so well? So pretty. I like the light blue too, of course. And let's see, what's this one? Oh, the Fall Orchard. Now, we did do this one last year. This paper here is just a little bit thicker, but it's also a recollection, so it does have the apples. It does have these beautiful gold imprinted pieces. It does have some good plain sheets. And it has these. I love these. Wouldn't it be nice to have this with some mushrooms around on it somewhere? So that's an excellent one to use. And it goes well with this. And it goes well with that too. I think you'll probably remember me using some of these. Like the pie and stuff last year in the fall one. The apples are good. I wish there were more red apples. I would love that. So I'm not as eager to use this pack as I am the other two. This is very pretty though, but it kind of almost reminds me of a Christmas present. So there is that. So let's get started with our book, and we're not going to work very long in it today. I've got a friend back there, and his name is I'm a Spider. He's moving at about 400 miles an hour. What the heck? How you supposed to catch him and everything? You better just stay back there. No, don't come out. Go away. I don't like spiders. If he comes out here, I'll probably run screaming away from here. I am so sorry. I'll remember now to stay focused on you guys. So we are going to cover this up first. So let's find a paper that we want to use in the front and back of this book. I love that one. Isn't that pretty? But we're not going to use that one. Let's see. Front and back, front and back, front and back. I love, love, love that. But that's more like on a page. Oh, that'd be pretty. Too big. The design's too monstrous. That's a pretty one. That's very pretty. I love this one. That might be the front and back page. There's enough of that we could do that. And then this might be like a cover or something. No, it probably won't. It'll probably be the first page. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, we've got to start there, so let's start. We have a start, I think. Now, I did Thankful last year, I think, and I think I did Thankful because I wanted, Thanksgiving to be thought of. Now, I only need to cover up the white part here and leave this edge. I like that little green edge there. It's okay with me. But I think I'll make it go a little bit smaller. And I don't really want to take it down here, because it'll only bend. So I'm going to leave it right on that top of that layer. And we'll take it here. Oh no. Gotta go out a little further than that, Angie. A little bit more. Okay. So we're going to bring it down a little further than I thought. And take it up a little further than I thought. Yeah, I think we'll do Thankful. Front and back. I like that. Etta J is doing a new Scrap It Up 2, and she is doing a where you make little collages. You could do them in an art journal. You can use mixed media with them. All kinds of goodies. And so yeah, there's that. Oh, I got this way. Anyway, you should hop on over and see her video. It's great. She makes great videos. Okay, do we want Thankful there or here? I think here we might put some fabric. I'll see if I have some good colors. Let's take a peek at this. If this is the beginning, this probably should be the cover, don't you think? Yeah, I think you're right. Well, let's just do it this way. Let's just set this on top of here, like so. And then we'll go up here. And too much lead is coming out of my pencil at one time, making me be more careful than I need to be. Okay, there's that one. Here is this one. All right, gonna get rid of those words in there. Yay. I'm going to trim that off just a little bit more because it's going to go over that edge and it won't work when it has to go over a steep little edge like that. We're better off to use a washi tape or fabric, something like that. There we go. That's better. See, it'll just go right along that edge there. And then if we cover it with a little piece of fabric, we'll be good. Yeah, there. I like it. And I like that it matches up this little color right here. This part of the book is fine. I'm probably only going to put a picture out here. And this here will have something else on it. And we need some color on here. I was hoping I had a fall color out here. Do we use the brown or the blue or the teal? What do we use? Let me see if I have something. That'll work. Got a piece of paper, Libby? Okay. I have here a salvaged patina. It's an distress ink. Let's see what it looks like. It only needs to cover up just the might have to spray it. Ow! Stuck on my finger. Okay, hang on 1 second. I'll be right back. I have to catch my dog. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. She had a bigger piece of paper than I thought. She's my dog. Always running away with something. Silly thing. But she's being helpful. She's retrieving things, I guess. She is a Labrador retriever. So she's doing her job. Good job, doggy. Yeah. Carol was talking about her dog not liking cats and squirrels and stuff like that. Our dog, if she catches a bird, she'll hold it in her mouth. Of course, if you take it out of her mouth, if you don't catch it right away, she hurts it. You know, even though they're not supposed to, she does. So I never really take them away from her because I don't want to have to kill the bird myself if it's broken up. I'll sit with the bird all day if it's injured and, stuff like that. But not if it's got a broken body from a dog. I don't want to break that piece there. You could hear it, We want to keep it as nice as possible right there, because that is the structure of our book right there. Oh, that is pretty. And then we're going to put thankful over here. Now I realize that's quite a gap right there, but like I said, we'll get that covered with fabric. And it'll be fine. It'll be just fine. Okay, so if I leave a little white edge all the way around, though, we aren't going to really notice that, to be honest with you. Thank you for breaking off there. I know I could have opened this back up and taken a little bit of that off. Let's see how that looks. If we leave a little white around the edge, I think that might be okay. So yes, Tammy Van Antwerp did this. Did a journal, an altered book recently. And I was so taken with how she made hers. Her video was very easy to follow, and it was very accurate, and didn't leave anything in the imagination to wonder if you're going to do it right or wrong. I didn't have to go back a third time or fourth time to check her video out. I did watch it twice. I think it was her first video where she explained everything. And she actually had some problems with some books. And so she was able to explain why those wouldn't be really good choices, because the spine is breaking down and stuff like that. So, excellent video. And I very much appreciate it. Thank you, Tammy. So I wanted to, I've made several altered books in the past. It's been a while, but I have made them. I've never been very happy with them, because they're really giant gator mouth ones. And so I want to try and not gator mouth this one so much. I know it will gator mouth, just because it's a book without its normal pages. And these pages are much thicker. Make sure we're going the right direction. Yes, this is up. Okay, so we don't want to hit that edge. we don't want to go over that edge. I think I've got it, guys. I think I do. Okay, let me get my bone folder here. Oh, so pretty. I am thankful. I am very thankful. Okay, so now we have this and this. And these here, I am very much considering. I'm going to tape. I'm going to glue these two together. Or perhaps right out of the chute there needs to be a pocket. Could those three be glued together? I want that covered. This one is very much glued to this page. You can see that by the way it kind of just rolls like a wing. It just floats right with it. So I could just glue those two together. They're not even pages, really. And then I could cover this side. And we could start it out with a regular pocket, maybe. Or it can be, no, this one is too far away from that one. So this makes this one a little bit longer. Okay, I'm going to glue these two together. I don't want to hit right in the spine with the glue. It's already got glue and it doesn't need any more. So anyway, Tammy's book was so beautiful. Mine will not be that beautiful, but hers was that beautiful. And I wanted to make another one to see if I could do it, to be honest with you. Yeah, you can see I got this one. Even now, it's away from that area, this spine area right here. But you can see it's already lifting. So we'll definitely have to come back with something right there. Just because it's a book. So, what I think we might want to do here and here is maybe place in some writing pages. I think we'll glue these two together. Maybe we just want that to be a pocket to start with, right there. I mean, this page is obviously shorter. Let's see, and then we could just put a notch there. Let's do that. Let's glue these two together. It's because they're so glued together already that it's very hard to decide what to do. Let's come over here and glue. So what have I been doing today? What have I been doing all week? Oh, I've been busy all week. I made my videos at the end of last week for this week. And so I'm at the end of the week again, and then I'm making more videos. Yeah, I've been busy girl. Good heavens. No rest for the wicked or the weary. Here, let's turn it this way. It's very, feels a little complicated for a little bit here. What I ended up with here was about 15 pages. Like, I count this whole thing as a page. 15 to 18 pages. And there was 318, 19, 20 pages. 320 pages in it. So you can see that it's a good sized book. Okay, so what do we want to do with the inside here? Something light. We could even do the pink in here. I don't mind that, but I don't want to use it. Nope. Push it aside. No, no, no. Let's find a paper that perhaps we're not super fond of. Ooh, that would be pretty. It'd be better if it was a teal color. That color, or that color. Oh, I know. What about that giant print? This one back here. This one. That is a good inside piece. I'm not going to use it on the outside because I think the print is just too giant. But I can use it just as a half a thing here because we don't need to cover the whole thing. Nope, nope, nope. We don't need to cover the whole thing. Because it's going to get covered all on its own. But we do need to cut 2 of those that size. Yep, this is a good paper to use on the inside of a pocket like that. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so that one goes there. Now we need this one. I lost my pencils here somewhere. Oh my goodness. Oh, don't get rid of that yet, Ange. It's right here. You put a mark on it, I'm pretty sure. Where has the little mark gone? Where can it be? I know it's there. It's probably on the wrong paper. Let's go back and measure that again. I don't need to go completely to the edge here. Not that it matters, but it doesn't need to stick out on the edge or anything like that. Oh, that's a nice little piece. Now that I would use in a journal. Okay, because I'm going to make a big pocket out of both of these pages, I'm going to glue these on each side here. And before I do that, I do want to ink them. Now, I'm just using this color on this color. I'll probably switch it up and use other colors throughout the book to match the papers. Hope you don't mind about that. We'll just see where it feels like it should be used in necessary force. Okay, so Now, the one thing I do want to do here is I want to take these. I'm going to measure them. They are 18, almost 19 inches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 4.5. 4.5. So right about there is our center. And what I'll do, I'm going to use a big piece of paper. I mean a big punch. And I'm going to punch these just like this on, no, just on one side. Just on one side. It's going to go over here. There we go. That's going to go over there. Now, I don't have to cover the inside of these pockets, but I always kind of like to cover that little piece up. But I know I don't need to stuff it all the way through the pocket. That'd just be a total waste of extra paper that we can use somewhere else. But if you want to stuff the pocket, you go right ahead and do it. I support the decision fully of how you want to do your book, because it's up to your aesthetics and how you like to see things. Right? Righto. Now, this one's going to go right over here. And the reason I put that punch in there was so I could measure this little piece. And it just makes it easier for me. What a mess of glue there, Ange. Girl, you've got glue. That's kind of like the old thing. You've got mail. Let's get that glue out of there. Okay. And then we'll have to do that again when we put paper on this side. Okay. Now we're going to put these two pages together. I'm going to put the glue on this side and run it up the edge. And then I'm going to fold this one back down and glue them together. And I want a piece of ugly paper in here. Do I have it? Oh, I have this. It's not ugly paper. I love this paper. But we're going to use it. Just like so. And I don't want to use this glue. I can see it's really wrinkling these pages. It's such soft paper. So back to this glue. This is a good glue, this Fabri-Tac. I placed an order, 2-day delivery. Guess what? They can't get it here. It's been over a week. I'd looked for it at Hobby Lobby. You know, all they're carrying is the little tiny bottles. Gosh, I'd go right through that. I'd be through that in a minute. So that won't work for me. I would. I'd be right through it. I mean, there's no doubt. Okay. We're having problems over here with this little piece. Even though I put it in the right place, it is just bending, bending, bending. So I'm going to run some glue along there, and now I'm going to run my finger along there. See if I can get a little glue on top. And a little glue under that edge. And then we are going to have to put something on it. It might just be washi tape. But yeah, it is getting bent right there. Okay, let's have a peek. Yep. You can see that those pages were definitely different heights, the way it was glued in there together. So this makes a very nice sturdy pocket right here at the beginning, but we're going to have to let that dry. So that is the beginning of our thankful fall journal. I don't usually do fall and Halloween type journals. And I'll probably not do I probably will do something Christmassy this year. But I decided to try this one as a fall kind of nature and pumpkins, you know, not Halloween. Just a little thankfulness and gratefulness and stuff like that. But yeah. Oh, I just love this paper together. I think it's so pretty. We need a nameplate there. Look for something. I know we have something that could be a nameplate. We can make one. We can make our own with extra paper. Okay. So that is where we are at for today. You've seen how I've peeled the pages out, and I've pulled out 7 at a time, except for when I got down to the back and saw how these were all glued. And then I've decided I'm just going to glue some of them together. I'll probably make another pocket just like this one. So, and we'll see if this one holds up. So there we go. Well, thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope that you will each have a wonderful, I don't know, because this is my Saturday morning makes, and my summer ween, and my let's make together. So there we are. It's a menagerie, and you were included. Thanks for being here. Bye.